LSAC has removed dozens of LSAT practice tests from LawHub, and they're probably going to stop publishing those old books of 10 exams on Amazon. Today, I'm going to share with you why LSAC has made this change and how you can prep for the LSAT going forward. For those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my LSAT score from 152 to 175 on LSAT test day. Back when I was studying the LSAT, there were roughly 45 or so numbered practice tests. Even just 1 year ago, there were 94 numbered practice tests, but now, going forward, there are only about 58 numbered LSATs. So why the change? Why have we gone from 94 exams down to 58 exams? The answer, of course, is that LSAC has removed the logic game section from the LSAT going forward. For those taking the LSAT in August and beyond, no more logic games. They've replaced it with a second scored logical reasoning section. Now, the following is going to be a little bit confusing, so bear with me, but the bottom line is that LSAC has reorganized and reshuffled all of those old 94 numbered exams. They've cut out the logic game section, and they have then recombined the remaining 3 sections from each of exams 1 to 94 and renumbered them as well. So going forward, you'll see in your LSAC LawHub account, the August 24 format and beyond has LSAT PrepTests 101 to 158 with 3 scored sections, just like the official LSAT's going to have, along with 1 unscored extra section of either logical reasoning or reading comp that was spliced and diced from one of those old exams in the original LSAT format. I believe LSAC is trying to be helpful here by adding an extra section into those LSATs to simulate the unscored experimental section that you're going to have on LSAT test day. But of course, this creates confusion since a lot of prep companies have supplemental materials numbered in the old LSAT format from LSAT PrepTest number 1 up to LSAT number 94. The good news for you going forward, of course, is that you can take those practice tests 101 to 158 directly on your LSAC LawHub account. And LSAC has also created raw score conversions for the new format for each of those 58 numbered practice tests. And so you could do 4 sections, 3 of them being scored, 1 being unscored. You won't know which one it is while you're taking the practice test, just like you won't know which one it is on LSAT test day itself. And you'll also be able to see your raw score convert into a scaled score out of 180. Now, since there are only 58 numbered exams going forward, and if you're aiming for 170 or above, which I hope you are, you'll probably get through them faster than you think. What I recommend doing is using the first couple dozen exams for your untimed practice, perhaps drilling questions by type, or maybe doing some pacing work with individual timed sections. Then you save the newest 15, 20 exams or so ideally to do as full-length timed practice tests in the lead up to your test date whenever you're taking it, so that test day itself will be like just another run through. Now at LSAT Unplugged, we create for our students personalized day-by-day study plans, helping you lay out your entire LSAT prep journey from square one all the way through to LSAT test. We recommend that you divide your LSAT prep into 3 major phases: accuracy, pacing, and endurance. So accuracy is drilling those questions by type, allowing you to better understand the proper perspective from which to view each section and each question type. For example, there are roughly 15 different types of logical reasoning questions, and you want to make sure that you understand the proper strategy and perspective from which to view each of those types. That second phase is pacing, where you're doing individual timed sections to get into a rhythm as to how you allocate your time over the course of the section. And the final and third phase is endurance, doing full-length timed practice tests, including that extra unscored experimental section of either logical reasoning or reading comprehension. And that's why taking those full-length practice tests in LawHub is such a good idea. They've already done the hard work for you in terms of splicing and dicing the exams to give you that extra section using real, actual, official LSAT practice questions. And of course, on test day itself, you're not going to know which section it is either. And so you want to give it your full attention and effort. And of course, that extra section could be either LR or RC, and it can be anywhere within the 4 sections of the test: first, second, third, or fourth. And yes, it is possible to have 3 logical reasoning sections back to back or 2 reading comp sections back to back. And so whatever your worst nightmare would be, you want to make sure that you're simulating that in your practice so that it won't be a big surprise for you on LSAT test day itself. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you are not neglecting the review process, because every question that you get wrong or have difficulty with is an opportunity to learn something new. At LSAT Unplugged, we've developed the Socratic review method to help you pinpoint what mistakes you're making and why, so that you can avoid making them Going forward, this method is a cornerstone of our LSAT courses and our one-on-one coaching programs. If you're interested in finding out more, you could check out the links below this video to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. And in the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.